What's up? What's up? Well, finally, man. Let me make sure, bro. I really want to talk about mine for the last couple days. Um, I didn't have no way to do a live stream, man. I got to get some more data. I got to get another phone or something because it wasn't cutting it. Me being out and about, trying to do live streams, bro. I didn't have no Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna have to change my phone plan to get more data, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because what YouTube was doing is um, it wasn't even putting comments on my live stream. So it looked like I was just talking to myself there for a minute, and it was the most frustrating thing, bro. Like I was trying to do a live stream and then the whole screen would be empty and I'm like, is anybody even in here? And I'm like, what's going on with the YouTube? It really did suck. So here soon, I'm gonna have to definitely go get a different plan. You know what I'm saying? What up, Wesley? How you doing, bro? Mile high salute to you. I'm gonna have to go get a different plan, man, and be able to put some more data on my phone for it don't mess up and I have to get to a Wi-Fi. So finally, we could really talk, bro. Because check it out. I put a video out about the swamp stories like 3 days ago, and I was talking to the dude that runs the swamp stories, the YouTube, and it's crazy to me how his response was when I actually talked to this dude. Um, he really ain't a person that I really thought he was, bro. He ain't a he really he's kind of a cocky little dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of just pissed me off because my thing is like at the beginning of the video, he was talking about Denver, Colorado, and he's saying, you know, so his initial thought about Denver, Colorado was that, there was nothing going on out here. There was nothing, bro. It was just like this cowboy city state. And he never ever even, gave the time of day to even actually look at Denver, Colorado. So his initial aspect that it was watered down and there was nothing going on out here in the Denver streets, so his whole process before he even did the video, he looked down upon Denver, Colorado. So my question to Swamp Stories is, if you look down upon Denver, Colorado, why are you using content from Denver, Colorado, a case from Denver, Colorado, to build your YouTube channel? If you look down upon it already, why are you going out your way to get viewers? Because the video actually, it's doing good right now. There's numbers climbing on the video about Denver, Colorado, and the Crips burning down the Hollies. So you basically are just using it for views, and then you're putting it out there to your subscribers and putting fake knowledge and putting fake information about Denver, Colorado, when a lot of stuff that you said in the video, it's rubbing a lot of people wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the comment section. The comment section, there's a lot of people, they're telling you, bro, that's not how it is going out in Denver. You're stirring up a lot of beef. You're stirring up a lot of beef between gangs and stuff, bro. And I know that these content creators, they like to stir up drama. That's what sells. That's what, you know what I'm saying, is going to get them attention. That's what's going to get them to play their content, is this stuff that actually, builds up the drama, bro. He's putting gangs in wars that they never were a part of. He's basically pinpointing two areas to actually have war, because that stuff happened a long time ago, and he's bringing it up to recent aspect. And people in the comment section, like fools that are watching it, they're basically saying different things that is not true either. They're going to war for. So first and foremost, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this aspect, bro. You said before the gangs had came out here from California, because you're giving these fools, the big plate, the big light upon California politics. You're saying before these fools came to Denver, which them fools already were rooted in Denver. They were not from California like that. They had ties to the Cali aspect. They had ties to Cali neighborhoods. But Michael Ashbury, Psych Mike, was not from Harlem 30s, homie. He was not from the gang Harlem 30. So when you say Rolling 30, you're saying he was a part. What was cracking, Rada? Was good with you? I don't know if you've seen Glow, I don't know if you've seen that swamp stories about the east side, homie, about the your homies. Basically he's putting it out there. Your homies burned down the Hollies and he putting out fake information. But that let me get back to this aspect, bro. You saying that homie was from Harlem 30s and you're putting it out there like he came out here and just branched the Harlem 30s. That's incorrect all the way. Psych Mike was never from Harlem 30s, homie. Psych Mike wasn't from Harlem 30s. He had ties to the Watts area and he was coming back and forth to Denver. And them fools banged their own set in the east side of 30s, bro. So you put them under the old car, bro. You can't do that because a lot of their homies, they got homies from TTGC, and them fools are, how can you say that he's from neighborhood in the O's, bro, when basically his homies are from TTGC? It don't make sense. You're putting a false narrative out there, and you're basically saying false accusations, homie, and you're feeding this to the public, people that watch you. You had the comment section looking at the aspect of, you know what I'm saying? Denver is fucked up and they're messed up on their politicking, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool at all. And then you have fools in the comment section going back and forth and they're arguing. When I put a comment, they're arguing with me about my city. They haven't even been to the city. They haven't been to Denver, Colorado. They're not out here politicking, bro. They're not out here politicking, but you got fools really arguing with a fool that's from 5280, born and raised, Denver General. You got fools arguing with me about the city. First and foremost, none of you fools that are on there, because there's this one fool that argue with me, notifications back and forth all morning. None of you fools know the city like a Denver General baby, bro. Like a Denver raised baby, a Denver bred baby. You're not going to tell me about the sets out here. You're not going to tell me about what goes on out here. You're not going to tell me about the aspect of who's safe and who's not. First and foremost, if you ever came to Denver and you're a tourist and you're just a passer, you're passing through the city of Denver and you're just a person that's from another city and state, you're a nobody to the city and state. You don't have a resume out here. So you don't have a ounce to be worried about when you come out here. Nobody's going to look at you and say, oh, we're just going to press this fool for no reason. No, you're a nobody to the city and state. And, there's a lot of fools talking about these sets were safe in this aspect, bro. You're not going to come out here and play ball. You're not going to come to the city of Denver, getting activated on any fool that bangs out here. You're not going to pull up to some young fools from Park Hill and think you're going to tell them how you feel. Because you will get your noodle knocked off. You ain't going to pull up to the east side to the youngins, homie, and try to get rowdy with little fools from the E. Because them fools will knock your noodle off. You ain't even going to come over here and try to get activated with the SA fools, homie, the Odies, or even the fools in the west side. They will knock your noodles. So that's what I'm saying is, like, don't argue about something that you don't even know about. Don't try to argue with a Denver native just because you've been out here to the Denver Metro, bruh. It don't work like that. You didn't come out here. You didn't come out here and get activated. You didn't come out here and play ball. You didn't come out here and start, pressing lines on active gangbangers out here in Denver, homie. You pass through like every other tourist, nobodies. And that's the best thing to be when you come out here to another city and state, is be a tourist, be a nobody. Because who's going to go to another city and state and try to get activated, homie, and try to gangbang? Ain't no grown man going to ever do that. That's a stupid way to move, homie. You know what I'm saying? But if you did go out to any city and state, including the Denver Metro, homie, you will find somebody that actually will give you that same play, homie. There's fools that like to answer them calls. There's fools that like to get activated because that's what they do on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this aspect, bro. I lived in many different cities and states. I lived in a lot of cities and states. I lived in San Diego, Chula Vista, where all the Skyline Paros were. I lived in, Skyline Hood, homie. I lived in where the West Coast 30s was in Diego, homie, Chula Vista, the Vista 30s, bro. I lived all throughout that shit, right? I lived in Kansas City, Missouri, Prospect Avenue, homie, Nob Hill. I lived all throughout that shit. I lived in South Bend, Indiana, Michigan Street, bro, where Gary, Indiana, 5 minutes away, the murder capital, homie. I lived through all that shit. I lived all throughout that shit. And not once Did I ever feel like my life was in danger outside of my own city? Because you know why? Because I conducted myself in a good manner. I conducted myself in a manner of respect. I didn't go out there and just hop in the streets right away. I didn't go out there and try to get activated right away. I didn't pull up to the hood spots and try to just push my line and go where all the hood fools were, bro. Because why am I gonna go outside of my backyard to go out there and get activated when if I was gonna get activated and get active, I would just do it in my own backyard. Just like you. Just like the fools that we're talking, you're not going to come to the Denver Metro and get activated either. You're not going to come out here and play ball, homie. You know, the fool said he was a GD. Your neighborhood ain't even sanctioned out here. Your neighborhood ain't even sanctioned in Colorado, homie. You guys are at a call of silence. You guys don't go out there and just get activated, because with that stuff, bro, it's more of a code of silence. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to stop putting this false narrative out there, homie. Another thing is too, what was funny about the situation is, you know, you talking about the Darrell Williams situation, and you put that in your content of Swamp Stories. You talked about a whole situation with Swamp Stories about Darrell Williams getting killed over Brandon Marshall. And it was not even necessarily about Brandon Marshall, homie. It was about Texas Bloods coming out here disrespecting the city and fools that are out here. So the Texas Bloods got Darrell Williams killed. The Texas Bloods got Darrell Williams killed, not Brandon Marshall, because that situation had died down. The Texas Bloods pour champagne on fools that are from the east side, homie, and these fools happen to be some real life killers. They just ran into the wrong people, and they got killed, homie. So he got killed behind his gangbanging cousins, behind his gangbanging buddies, bro. Not because another Bronco. I know they want to play it like the fools just shot this fool over again in an argument with the Denver Broncos, but it was not that, homie. It's all about who do you surround yourself with. If you're getting that much money, why are you surrounding yourself with gangbangers? Don't talk to me about this either. About you know, people they have love for their old surroundings. They got love for who they grew up with. You know, yeah, you might have love for the aspect of who you grew up with. But when you're making that much money, you gotta start separating yourself from that type of lifestyle, because this is the situations that happen. You'll die behind that lifestyle. The lifestyle don't care about your humbleness. That lifestyle don't care about what you're doing. If you're a high profile player for a football team, bro, that lifestyle don't have no pity on that shit. That's why you can't mix the two worlds. You can't mix the two worlds, bro. That's why a lot of these fools in the rap game, a lot of these fools that are rapping out here, bro, they try to be humble and they try to do the humble thing, and then they mix themselves up with gangbangers. And what happens? Being around that atmosphere, it turns into a bad situation for fools, bro. It turns into a bad situation for fools. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. So going back to the Darrell Williams situation, going back to what happened to Darrell Williams, it caught up to him. It's not right, but it caught up to him. You can't surround yourself with that environment and then people around you and expect different results, because it will catch up to you. Like I said, the streets don't have no pity. You think people care about your peace? You think in the streets people care about your peace, bro? Nah. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. But I just thought I would pull up and say what's on my mind. Somebody can't tell me what's going on in my city, what the real aspect of what's going on in my city, and really try to put extras on it and try to put details on it, because it don't work like that, homie. I'm in my city. You're not going to tell me what goes on in my city. I can't tell you what goes on in your city. I can't tell you what the aspect of the streets is in your city. I don't know your city like a fool from the city, bro. So ain't nobody's gonna ever try to tell me what goes on in my city, homie, about who moves out here and who's out here, bro, because that's not how it works, homie. The city has its own way, and everybody that's actually in the streets, no, the streets is gonna talk. The streets are gonna talk. That's the bottom line about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fools be cracking me up, homie. First and foremost, this is the thing. This is really the thing, homie, is when you put the aspect of the streets out there, and you put the aspect and you try to grade it on what the homicide rate is and what this is, you got to look in every aspect of what that brings, homie. Denver, Colorado, the population of gangbanging, homie, is littler than bigger cities and states. So trying to compare Denver, Colorado to Oakland, or trying to compare Denver, Colorado to LA or Chicago or New York, you're never going to get the same numbers because the population of Denver, Colorado is way littler when it comes to the gangbanging lifestyle, when it comes to the scene. Now, when you go for what the population is in Denver, for the littler population in Denver, it's a very dangerous city when you play. California, Chicago, New York, all them other cities and states, the reason why the murder rates are so high is because majority of all the state is a part of that lifestyle. That's not in Denver. Denver has metro, and Denver has certain neighborhoods. There's pockets of hoods. There's pockets of the gang life. It's not all over the Denver metro like parts of LA or parts of Chicago where a big majority of population gangbangs. The Denver metro has become a big ass tourist city, a big tourist city, bro, where they make money. Where that's what people come out here to make money, right? And what they did to the city, they literally, because of the tourists and the money that was coming out here, these fools gentrified, whatever, however you want to say it, they tore down all the neighborhoods where there was history. And they kicked everybody out of them neighborhoods, homie. My neighborhood, the East Side, bro, it was a historical place in Denver, Colorado. These uppies started coming out here. These fools that have money started coming out here, and they started kicking out people out of the neighborhood, homie, that was there from generations and generations that were over there. My family included, my grandparents, everybody that was in front of me, all got kicked out of the hood because they seen that there was a lot of people that want to come out here, not just because of how clean it was. There's so much to do out here in the Denver metro. So everybody that's hating on the Denver metro, when they start talking about this stuff, why are you guys out here? You guys wanted to come out to the Mile High City. You guys wanted to be in the Mile High City, but then talk craziness on the Mile High City. It doesn't make sense. You either love it or you don't. And to think that people are really glorifying the street life, to say, hey, bro, your city is not gangsta enough, or your city is not this, your city's not that. Who cares? Who cares? Like, if you're not from the backyard, then why do you even care what's going on gangsta wise in that city? Like I said, I don't go to other people's city when I was leaving the Denver metro to go see how gangsta it was in other people's city. I didn't go out there to go see what kind of mischief I could get in. I went out there to vacation. I went out there to vacation and literally get a peace of mind from my own city, bruh. So that mindset is just ridiculous to me. Nobody cares about that. That gang life is overrated, bruh. It's overrated. It really is. There's nothing that is cool about the gang life, homie. People are putting and trying to put this measurement of how cool the gang life is. It's really trash, homie. What up, Daniel? What's good with you, bro? Mile high salute to the Rada. It's really trash, homie. It's really trash. When you really in that lifestyle, people are trying to find ways out. Fools that really come from that lifestyle are really trying to find ways out, homie. Not trying to be a part of that lifestyle for the rest of their life, bruh. You 50 years old, 40 years old, and you still stuck in that mindset where you want to be in the streets and glorify the shit. I don't know how much you really pushing. I don't know how much you really pushing in the streets, because every real savage and every real fool in the streets has lost homies behind the shit, has to have homies that are doing time behind the shit, has done time behind the shit, taking losses left and right, bro. Nobody wants to be a part of that shit for their whole life. But you got idiots really glorifying this shit like it's the cool shit to do. And then they're going to put it out to the public, to the kids, to the next generation to be a part of this lifestyle, homie. That shit is trash. Don't try to tell me anything about the city of Denver, Colorado, homie. I got handfuls of my closest homies that done died out here, bruh. The streets don't play. It don't matter where you are. I got homies that I literally grew up with that are no longer here because of the streets out here in Denver. You ain't gonna tell me that's the safest city in America, homie. I got a brother that was just fighting for his life. ICU, fighting for his life. I had to watch this dude in a coma. And you gonna tell me the streets of Denver is safe? You gonna tell me and try to really wrap down why it's safe and why it's not, homie? You ain't in the streets. You're not in the streets out here. You're not playing ball with fools that are playing ball. You're a tourist. You're passing through. Just because you lived out here don't mean anything, homie. You'll get what you want if you ask for it, homie. You really want to be? You really want to be a active gang member? You really want to be thugged out? Don't tell it on YouTube. Don't tell it on YouTube. Go tell the fools that are really, really knocking fools off. Pull up to some youngins in these hoods. Pull up to some youngins and go tell them how you feel, homie. Don't put it out there in the comment section of a video because you're trying to prove a point about who's tight, who's not. Who cares, homie? Who cares about who's hard and who's not? Every hard fool, legendary hood fools in the hoods, legendary fools that are from the neighborhoods. Look at all of them, homie. Look at a lot of them. They're either locked up for life sentences or they're no longer here because a real hard fool, people fear the real hard fools, homie. People fear the real savages. Their enemies try to eliminate them. So if you want to be hard, homie. But there's only two roads to that shit. You gonna die or you gonna go to prison for really putting in work. Like, trap life is overrated too. And ain't no city safe. You can find it all here in Denver, though, for sure. Yeah, and I'm not saying and I put one thing. I just said, hey man, be safe with your life. But Denver, Colorado, you come out here, play with the wrong people, it will answer your call. And that's all I said. And then you had a million fools arguing with me about the city that I've been from my whole life, the city that I done, you know what I'm saying, been in, homie. And these fools are trying to argue with the real Denver native. You can't tell me about the city. These fools can't, you know how it goes, my homie. Like, it's overrated to, and that like you said, that stuff only to be truthful, that stuff only lasts for so long too, the trap life, man. That's all I could say. It's like, homie, swamp stories. You got some good content, man. You got some good content, but what up, Mile High? What's good with you, bro? Mile High, salute to the Riders, man. Thank you for all pulling up. You know what it is, man. My thing is, bro, it's like this, homie. Swamp stories. I mess with your channel, homie, and I don't even know. You might not see this. I left you a long comment, bro, and I kind of explained myself on it because my thing is, bro, is that you're talking about my city and my initial question to you is why you're not from Denver, Colorado. Why did you do a story about something that is going on in Denver and you didn't tap in with somebody from the town to get real information? You went on, you heard rumors and you heard this stuff in paper and you put a narrative on Denver, Colorado, and you actually put more of a black eye on Denver, Colorado, and you put some false information about Denver, Colorado out there. And then when fools are calling you out on it, real Denver natives, you don't really have nothing to say. You're just in the background and you're playing it safe now. You don't want to answer that call. You don't want to answer that call speaking on the city, speaking on gangs out here. First and foremost, you can't say Odie's, Do 7 Bloods was a part of anything in Park Hill. They were never in Park Hill, homie. You're saying that it was a gang war between East Side fools and Park Hill fools, and you're putting these dudes under a label of Park Hill, and they had nothing to do with Park Hill. The East Side OD 13s aren't from Park Hill. So how you gonna even put them fools in the gang war? You see some stuff, people in the streets. What up, my homies? How you guys doing, man? Mile High salute. What's cracking, Jay Millie? You know what it is, man. What up, Lucky? What's good with you, my homie? Mile High salute to the Riders. My thing is, bro, you put them in a gang war that they didn't have nothing to do with it. Now you have some youngins, homie, that see this stuff and are in the streets. They're gonna be pulled into a gang war that they didn't have nothing to do. Come on, homie. And then you gonna say this about Rowan. This is my whole thing. Is your whole label was saying Rowan 30s, bruh. They're not from Rowan 30s. That's the thing that really caught my eye is because you're saying that that Psych Mike came out here and he was already pretty much Rowan 30s, basically saying Harlem 30s. And he was not Harlem 30s, bro. He was never Harlem 30s. He literally had ties to the Denver metro and Watts area. He only went out to Watts because he had family out there. He didn't live out there. That's not where he was born and raised. Like, he had ties, bro. They started their own original Denver hood. Trey O. A lot of them fools don't even bang Rowan 30s, homie. They bang Trey O. You ask any of the OGs, they're from Trey O. They're not from Rowan 30 Crip. They're from Trey O, from 30th Ave, 30th and Gilpin, 30th and Humboldt Street. You know, all them 30 Ave, bro. Swamp Stories is getting some bad info. I had to get at him one time before too long with other people. You know, and that's what happens, bro. Like, he did a whole story on the Denver Metro, my homie, about gangs out here. And he started talking about information out here. And I'm like, that's not that. I looked at the video because I thought actually he was going to show some love to the town. But he started putting wrong information on that, bro. He started saying this and that, and these fools are from Rowan 30s and this. And then another thing, too, he started saying that the triple Trays, bro, Trey 7 Gangsta Crip. Trey 7 Gangsta Crip was never a part of the triple Trays. They were not a part of that movement, the triple Trays. Trey 7 Gangsta Crip actually came after all that stuff was done. Yes, there was a Trey 7 Dog City Crip, but them Trey 7 Gangsta Crips, them fools are youngins, bruh. And them fools came way after the triple Trays were even in motion. So that's another thing that he was wrong about the information. You know what I'm saying? And he put a war on different neighborhoods out there, and it was not a good look. That was not a good documentary at all. Yes, he had some stuff on there. He had some stuff on there that was accurate, but for the most part, the video was just a bunch of aspects that, was wild, homie, but that was false information. And another thing is, too, when Psych Mike got killed, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is Psych Mike got killed, but it wasn't the Park Hill fools. It wasn't the Blood fools that killed Psych Mike. Putting that even in the video, that wasn't even one of the big reasons why the situation went down with the Holly aspect, bro. The Bloods didn't kill Psych Mike. The Bloods had nothing to do with Psych Mike's murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say stuff like that, bro. That's you're putting fools' names in it. Like, you put people's government's names in it too. Why would you do that? Like, that's not good journalism, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, use aliases. Don't put real people's name. Nah, I'm talking about the Swamp Stories. Go check it out, Mile High. It's Swamp Stories. They did an aspect on the Trays burning down the Hollies, bro, and he put all this wrong information, and then people are in the comment section arguing about the Denver streets. So he stirred up all this controversy with people in the comment section. You got all kinds of people talking about gang politics in Denver. That's why the aspect was so bad, is because this dude stirred up a lot of stuff in the comment section with fools arguing about the politics, putting stuff out there information wise, and he put all kinds of information that was not true. Now, there was some accurate stuff in the video, but he put some stuff that was totally false in there. And when I asked him about it, he didn't even have nothing to say. I tried to write this fool and comment on why is he putting a video with incorrect information. But this is not the first. This is what pisses me off, is because this is not the first fool that did it. This is not the first fool that actually did it. The fool K-Frog, he did the same shit. He was talking about the FBP fools, and he put all kinds of misleading information out to the public. I know. That's right, bro. There's so many different hoods and gangs and everywhere, bro. Tagging crews. There's so many fools that bang and this and that. But K-Frog did the same thing when he put out the situation with the FBP fools. They're putting out false narratives and information about the Denver scene, and they're not putting a good light on the Denver scene. They make it watered down, where people that see this stuff too, they get a interpretation of what goes on out here, and then they have this view and opinion, and they talk in these comment sections. And that was another thing that pissed me off, because you got fools randomly disrespecting Denver in the comment section behind what this fool was saying. You got fools actually disrespecting every ounce of what goes on out here. You got fools that are disrespecting every fallen soldier out here in Denver. You got fools that are disrespecting everybody that's not coming home today. People that's living this life out here. And that's the bad aspect, bruh. You know, that's the bad aspect. That's what gets on my nerves. Then come out here to Denver and get a wake-up call. Yeah. And then, you know, that's the thing about it is too, my homie. Views will go. What's up with it, Rada? Andrew Ruse. Andrew, what's up, my homie? How you doing, my homie? My BCFFL family. You know, and that's the aspect that's messed up, bro. Is that, you know, they come out here, and then another thing is too, there's a contradiction, because when it happens, like DJ Quick, when it happened to DJ Quick, right? You have fools from the outside saying, "Oh, Denver's some wannabes. They have to prove it to themselves that they're hard." So what is it? Is it Denver's a safe, humble city and state where there ain't nothing that goes down, or is it Denver is activated and they want to be like Compton, right? You have fools saying two different things. It's never no middle ground, homie, with a lot of outsiders that have this view. It's never no middle ground. It's either Denver is the safest city and state, and it's the safest city and state that you can be in, or it's we want to be like Compton, bro, right? You can never have a middle ground and just say there's hogs out here in Denver, homie. There's hogs, there's riders out here in Denver, homie. So that's my whole thing is, bro. And then you're gonna argue with me about politics, you know. And my thing is, bro, you can't tell me anything about politics, because the thing about it is, bro, I've been politicking since I was a kid. You hearing that Denver is the most? Yeah, I mean that's I heard that actually, bro. You know, but at the same time is like I said. There's so much that goes into that, my homie. There's so much that goes into being the most dangerous city. You know, I'll just say it like this. For what we have out here in the population of street fools that are really in the Denver metro pushing that line, because we're outnumbered by civilians. We're outnumbered in our hood by civilians. You know, we have our own hoods. And right now our hoods got torn down to move in uppity class folks with money. They tore down all the hoods in the Denver metro. But what they did is they moved everybody to the A-town, where every enemy is on top of each other now. That's why they call Aurora. They call Aurora like the Chirac, Aurora, because enemies were all out through Aurora. And I know people separate the two, Aurora, Denver, but to me, Aurora is the Denver metro. To me, all the fools that were in Denver are living in Aurora now. A lot of fools that are from Park Hill, a lot of fools that are from the east side, a lot of fools that are from everywhere are living in Aurora. That's why you have this last summer, you had so many shootings. You had so many fools that were getting clapped down in Aurora, because of the simple fact is, bro, you might come out the house and see your enemy. You might come out the house and see enemy hoods. There was no dividing line. Fools were getting killed left and right. And don't try to tell me it wasn't real, because the week that my brother got shot, there was like 10 shootings in 2 days by the Jolliettes. There was 10 shootings in 2 days by Lima Street, by Xenia Street, by Yosemite, bruh. They were chipping each other off. You know what I'm saying? Like it really was going down, homie. The media and powers that have to keep the poverty values and tourist numbers up. Yeah. And that's another thing is too, what's crazy about it is the city is so watered down that they have to keep a lot of this image as good for people coming in, their money coming in. They sweep every ounce of bad stuff under the rug. And don't try to tell me they can't, because they do, bro. I know a lot of times, bro, they don't even state what's going on out here in the Denver metro, because they don't want to talk about that shit. They don't want to put that shit on the news, because it's going to mess up their money. It's going to mess up their money in the city of Denver. So let's sweep it under the rug and act like it don't happen. That's why when the little fool got killed in the east side and there was 3 shootings in the east side, the neighborhood was like, we didn't know it was going on out here. People from other cities were like, oh, we didn't know that this neighborhood was that bad. You should have did your research. That neighborhood always been that bad. That neighborhood's always been turned up with gang violence, homie. Now you're seeing the ounce of what you moved into because you thought it was cool to just move to any neighborhood, bruh. Come on. That stuff's wild to me, homie. The Denver safe to a degree if you yeah. And that's what I told homie views ago. I told that fool that was arguing with me in the comment section, you a nobody, bro. You passing through Denver. You didn't come out here and get activated with no gangs out here. You came out here and did the tourist thing. You came out here like every other tourist. And you literally lived your life in peace, and that's the best thing you can do. Because why are you gonna go to another city and hop in some shit? You definitely wasn't getting no active. You definitely wasn't getting active with fools from Denver. I guarantee that. Because there's fools out there, some youngins that answer that call out here in Denver. There's fools that are itching to blow somebody's head off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with it, bro. You were on the time of active. You were impressing lines, and that was the funny thing too, is that the politics that homie was in, he's saying that he was a GD. Your gang is not even sanctioned out here in Denver, Colorado, homie. And what I mean by sanction is that your big homies didn't allow you to come to Denver and start a branch out here and start gang banging, homie. The GDs that came out here, they were in a code of silence, meaning they were not allowed to come out here and start gang banging, homie. They were their big homies from Chicago told them fools to come out here and getting money. So when was this that you were actually pressing lines against Blood hoods out here, Crip hoods out here, Odie hoods out here, Northside hoods out here, Westside hoods out here, South? Like, when did you have time? If you're big homies and you're saying that you're tapped in with the GDs from Chicago, when was the time that you came out here that you were allowed to even do that? Because your big homies don't allow that shit. Your big homies in the Disciples, they will violate you for coming out to an unsanctioned city to actually get activated. Colorado Springs ain't even sanctioned with the GDs. And they have a lot of GDs out there, but they're not sanctioned, bruh. That's not a sanctioned city or state that they're allowed to do that shit, bruh. And don't tell me, no, that's not true, because I was just locked up with OGs from the Shaw, bro. I was locked up with land disciples and gangster disciples, bro, that are OGs from Chicago, that they ran it down the whole aspect. You guys are in a code of silence, so you can't tell me anything. So when did you get activated with gangbangers out here, bruh? You did the tourist thing. You literally came through the city, made some money, and you didn't press nobody in the city lines. You didn't pull up to no young fools from Park Hill, gang banging. You didn't pull up to the east side, banging on the trays, the young fools from trays. You didn't bang on no fools from CCRs in Aurora. You didn't bang in Monballo, homie. Pull up on some youngins out there, bro, because there's little fools that won't answer that call, and you would not be here, bro. That's just how it goes. And then every city got some, homie. Aurora, Monballo, or Green Valley. Yeah, I know that's right. Monballo, my cousin got killed at the Sheridan. Yeah, homie. Even in the West Side, let's bring that up too. And to me, a lot of fools that were banging in the West Side, they actually were putting in work, but they was not fully all the way activated on the Crips and Blood stuff. But them fools, I guarantee you're not going to pull up to the West Side either, where all the Mexican fools are, and try to get activated, homie, because there's youngins over there that will blow your brains out, homie. I lived in the West Side, bruh. Them fools were shooing each other up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, don't tell me that there's no youngins if you was out here pressing lines that you never, if you were, bro, there, don't tell me that and you ain't never got in no shit, because there's a lot of fools that are trying to prove points. What's good with it? Gangish, what's good with it, my homie? What up, Perm? Denver, a mini outlet. Yeah, believe me. Yeah, my homie, we got and that's another thing is too, he said that before the Crips and Bloods hit, that Denver didn't have no gangs. Denver didn't have no gangs, homie. That's not true, my homie. Before the Crips and Bloods hit, there was gang banging already out here. That's the thing. The only thing that changed out here was the Crips and Bloods, homie. There was gangs like Brick Cities. There was gangs like BOYZs. There was gangs like Eastside Curtis Park Boys, the Eastside Deuce Phi Raiders. There was gangs like ESGs, the Odies, Denver Bread, La Pan Boys, GKI, Inca Boys, Northside Warlords, the Hitman, Southside Steels, Westwood Hoods, Southside Homies, bruh. There was original Denver gangs already banging out here, homie. So you're not going to tell me because the Crips and Bloods came out here that it changed everything in the Denver metro and there was not banging. That was some information that you were false on too. Because there was always banging out here. There was always fools putting in work out here, bruh. The only thing that changed was you started seeing the Crips and Bloods out here. That's the only thing that changed. That's fact. People won't know about the Sun Valleys now. Addy are yellow. Yeah, remember the yellow bricks, the Reds, Lima Park, the AKs, homie. Those were all original gangs. La Pan Street, La Pan Boys that turned into Incas and GKIs, and they started going to war. That was original Denver hoods that were way here before LA hoods hit. They were already breeded in Denver metro. So to say that the Bloods and Crips turned out the whole city of Denver, that's false narrative because there was always banging out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say, man. That's just kind of what the headache was like. You know, that's why you have to tap in with somebody that's really in that city, in that state. You know what I'm saying? You have to tap in and really, get information. Don't put some false narrative. All right, my homie, you know what it is. Mile high salute to the rider. You know what it is, Drew. You know what I'm saying? When you out here again, bro, tap in with me. You know, we'll have to keep it the low though, but we can't be kicking up dust like we did last time you was out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just kind of pissed me off, homie. And then he didn't want to answer the question. Homie didn't want to answer the question, you know? He didn't want to answer that question why he made a video and he put all kinds of information out there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing I got a series coming out, man, and I'm gonna be getting some interviews with a couple of my OG partners. I never knew Westwood's that bad. Me neither, bro. You know, one story I did on that other channel, and by the way, I got some good news, but it's gonna take a little time. So my other channel, I checked in on it, bro. And it's crazy, homie, because when I stopped doing the videos over there on the other channel, I only had 600 subscribers, right? And in a month, and like, because I haven't did it since like a month, I gained almost 100 subscribers, bro. I'm at 720, and that channel over there, it's still popping, bro. And I got, videos are getting plugged. There's people still asking questions. So I did some investigation how I can get that channel back. So the only way I can get that channel back is if I get 1,000 subs and I get it monetized over there. And then I got to call YouTube and explain my situation over there. And they'll probably allow me to get that channel back, bro. I've been checking up on it. I haven't been able to download any content over there, but that channel right there is booming right now, bro. Like that channel right there, it's very activated, homie. So I'm going to try to get that channel back because this channel, I love the support, man, but this channel is absolutely dead, really. There's not really anything going on this channel no more since I haven't been in the Trash Talk Circle and I'm not doing Trash Talk Circle. It's kind of dead, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't interact with panels and all that stuff that I used to on the football terms. It's still, I'll still download it, but I want to get to that other channel for sure. People want to know, yeah, the bricks, man, La Pan Boys, that was old school KOD, Kings of Destruction. Yeah, bro, I remember all them fools, bro, from the West. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, Gangish, I'm from the East Side, homie, born and raised in the E. But my mom, she moved to the west side when I was younger, and I went to west side schools. So when I was younger, I was back and forth to the east side to the west. And just how I carry myself and just being an East Sider, you already know I was rumbling. You already know. They seen a Spanish fool. I'm from East Side Crip. These fools didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I had to get down all the time in school, bro, just because they didn't like that shit. So I knew all them fools, bro. C-dubs. I knew all the West Side fools. Plus, I got my dad's side, bro. My dad's side, they got some West Side family. I got some uncles that are G's and shit. But I had to get down, you know what I'm saying? I went to West High School, went to Jefferson High School, you know what I'm saying? And I was getting down all the time, bro. They did not like that shit. Alameda and Federal Pop. Yeah, I got shot right there on Alameda and Federal, on Alameda and the next street over, bro. I got hit twice. Parking lot at the Taco Bell. Oh yeah, bro. I remember that shit, bro. Remember everybody used to cruise right there, but you had to be careful right there, bro, because fools was lighting that shit up. And then my cousin, he's actually the reason why they tore down that Conoco right there on the corner. That fool, he actually shot some fools up and went to prison for it. Jumbo's Car Wash. I missed that shit, bro. I missed that shit, my homie. The Jumbo's Car Wash. Fools used to cruise in with the Lolos. We were doing good. We were blowing up the stupid. Yeah, homie. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that channel back though, my homie. For sure, for sure. I'm gonna get that channel back. Lama Park was a drug zone. I lived in the projects right there, my homie. I live right across the street in the projects too from the park, bro. They were zoned out. Them fools was always zoned out. It was like walking zombie. Trued up was rough in the West. Yeah, I'll give it to, I'll give it to the West, man. Like, I learned to love hate the West, bro. Like, got a lot of love for homies from the West Side. I got homies that are G's. I got homies that are, you know what I'm saying, AK OG homies. I even have relatives that, are OG CMGs from the West. And they got to respect the young nephew, you know what I'm saying? But they know my get down, and it was cool. Like I was saying in the video, I finally got to talk to the uncles, bro, as grown man. I finally got to talk to my uncles because back in the day, I didn't give a care if you were family or not. If you wasn't Crip, you wasn't from the hood, you was no good, and I was gonna fade out my own uncle. So being older now, bro, 37, I don't have that mentality no more. So we finally got to talk as men, bro, to be 100. Turned up, bro. Need a channel like yours though, Sev. The breath of the original. Yeah, my homie. And that's why that channel over there, bro. That's why that channel over there was so popping, my homie, because it was all kinds of Denver natives, homie. And how I came across you views ago, bro, is that Rapo Trues, my homie. That's my older relative, so that's who we are. I'm actually old school Paper Route Records, my homie. I was elite promotional on the promotional tours. I used to serve with the Paper Route Records, my homie Rapo Trues and all them fools. That's my older cousins right there. So you was representing, you showed love on the Trues, and I had to check out your video. And then you did a reaction to my DJ Quick video, homie. So it's always been love and support for sure, for sure. I'm from right behind the Jumbos, Car Wash. Yep. I was over there. Yeah, not right behind the Jumbos. I lived over there by the Mikado, bro. I lived behind the Jumbos, like way down on that street, the Mikado Street that you go down, and I lived in the Westwood Projects too, right there. I remember when Fame used to have the drop and feds. It used to really be a movie. Bruh, fools were getting killed left and right there too, my homie. And even nowadays, bruh, there's fools still getting chipped right there, bro. They chipped off the little fool from West Ridge, bro, CMG fool named DYS. They chipped that little fool off, bro, and his little cousin. They killed that fool, put it all on Facebook, and it was right on the boulevard on Feds, my homie. You ever had come on, right on from Denver, my homie, Mile High. I had the old school 38 Chubbies. I had the Chubbies that they have it on 38 now when they rearranged the building. And I remember when they were having beef with the fools from Bubba Chino's, my homie. They were beefing with their own family. Back when Fino had that rim. Oh yeah, that's the Juggalos. Yep, you a Denver Metro baby. If you know about the Phenos, bro, that young Fago, the young Fago. I live right there, my homie. Word saw Elo cussing CDs not long ago. Yeah, that's my older cousin right there, my homie. Big shout out to Elo, Insane, Rapo True's original. You know what I'm saying? That's my direct big homie too. That's my big cousin, bro. Crazy. It's a small world though, buddy. If you from the Denver Metro, you know we all one person away from we one person away from all knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? Because the Denver Metro, like I said a little bit ago, it's like the Denver Metro had our neighborhoods. We were outnumbered from everything else. So you have the North, you have the East, you have the West, you have the South, and everybody had their neighborhoods, bruh. But in that aspect, you had family from the other side. So me being from the East side, I had relatives from the West side, and we all were relatives. We were all part of the same family. We might have not have talked, but we had relatives from the North side and the West, and even relatives from some of the South. I used to work with. Okay. Yeah. They had the only thing I used to actually get from the Bubba Chinos, bro, was that chili cheese fries with chili, not chili rellenos, but the chicharrones, bro. Fire, extra, bro. You better make mine extra hot, my homie. My people from Mellowed Out Entertainment. So we did some concerts back in the day. Yeah, I remember them fools, man. They had some good music. Um, yeah, I actually remember doing a couple concerts with them fools, bro. Rapo Trues, Mellowed Out Entertainment. You know, it's all love and respect. It's all love, Rada. Yeah, they had the city on lock for a minute with music back when Denver rap scene was small as fuck. Yeah, now you got all these rappers not even representing the Denver Metro hard, homie. Not original, bro. See, you got to know the legends. You know, if we talk about Denver music, you got to know them legends, bro. You got to pay homage to the riders, the legends. You know, um, and to be truthful, at that time when Mellowed Out was doing their music, they had some clappers. Them fools had some bangers, bruh. They had some good music out there. And a Rapo Trues, they came out with that Blue Drop Thug one. Throw your rags in the air. Hey, and I mean, you better hush, little buster. In these streets, you want to be, mother. See me thugging with my cousins, banging like that. Do 7, where the block at? You see me grabbing my gat. You see me riding on triple cold ones because we thug. Yeah, bro, that was the slapper right there, homie. you know, Trues, yeah. Legends, homie. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had Interstate Ike and them fools, legendary fools, Nike Nitty and them fools, legendary fools, Black Hole Posse, like you said, legendary. And I even go as far as to say fools that you heard in Denver, the old school cutting crew fools, bruh. They didn't have the best classics, but they were a big part of the scene out here, man. You had cutting crew. You had Denver's Most Wanted. Their material was not that good, but a lot of fools knew who they were. Pure Devotion, and they had a couple of songs that, you know what I'm saying. The Homeboys. They had that When I Stroll, Fedro, Chop Drop Down. That was a classic, bruh. That was an old school classic right there, homie. um, You ever heard of the 1969 West High School? Nah, give me some information. I love to hear the history about Denver all the way down, bro. Um, yeah, bro. That's what it do, man. West High School, bro. It always has something going on out over there. Remember that little school that was by West High School at the little church right there, the parish, I think. I don't know if it was called the parish. Cutting Crew had hella people signed. Even the Rapo Trues, if you really want to go, they wanted Cutting Crew wanted the Rapo Trues, bro. They wanted to sign, but DJ Fame and them fools, rest in peace to homie. They were down with their little aspect. Then the Rapo Trues came out. Denver was way different back then. Yeah, and I always say that, my homie, views of go. I always say that, bro. Like, there was the identity of Denver Metro, my homie. The identity was You were proud to be a Mile High, homie. You were proud to be from the city. You were proud to be, you know what I'm saying, from the Mile High, bro, the 5280. We have pride and identity in that. Nowadays, bro, it seems like everybody wants to be from somewhere else. Everybody wants to be from California now. Even fools that were born and raised out here, they want to be from California, or they want to be from New York. They want to be from Chicago. So they disrespect the city by not being loyal to the soil, and they act like they're from somewhere else, bro, instead of making the city look hard. That's why I like all my Denver Metro fools that really go in for Denver, that are Denver Metro babies and represent this city to the utmost. It's all respect from the savage, bro. I come from the days when you had pride in the city. You had pride in your neighborhood, man. I come from them days, homie, and it was always a good look. You know what I'm saying? Got up, baby. I'm from Mile High City. That's when everybody was getting the skylines tatted on them, bro. My dad lived across the park from West at that time. Oh yeah. Okay. I know where you at. Yeah, bro. That little school always was cracking. I remember one time I had to run from the cops, and I ended up in the Platte River, bro. I ended up running through West High School, bro, and then went through the Platte River, right on Spear. But those were the good days, my homie, you know. And it was good. It was a good time, bro. You know, I always think about this, my homie. It's like when it comes to the Metro, the Denver Metro, bro, there's a lot of identity, bro. You back in the day, you used to be able to cruise, like fools to cruise the Boulevard Federal, like we were talking about. Pull out the Lolos, pull out the car, go sit at Federal, macking up the honeys, homie, macking up the little females, having a party on the side roads. They don't even allow you to do that shit no more, bruh. They don't even allow you to cruise the Boulevard. And it's not like when we were growing up, because everybody that was on Boulevard was the Metro. Now you only have the speed racers. Now you have none but the Pisces over there. But everybody used to hit the Boulevard. Everybody used to love to hit Federal Boulevard. Back in the day, man, I remember when fools would go to Roller City West. Skating, bro. Remember that? Remember all my Denver natives? Remember where everybody used to go to the skating rings? Roller City West, Rollerama, Express Wheels, Roller Express, Rollerama, all the Roller City West. Like, bro, that's what we used to do on the weekends. Back when the biggest rims was 17. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Valmar, the old school of Villa Italia. Yeah, bro, those was the days. Now these youngsters don't know about that. These youngsters don't know about that old school Metro, bro. Let's go hit the Boulevard. Let's go hit the Boulevard, bro. I miss them days, my homie. Everybody on 13s and 14s. 100%. And everybody came out on that summer night, though. Everybody came out on that summer night in the Lolo. You couldn't even drive on Federal Boulevard, homie, back in the day on a Sunday night. Sunday night slow jam. Everybody was back to back, and everybody had cars, bro, representing the Denver Metro. And when it came to even the sports, when it came to your sports teams, my homie, I remember back in the day on Federal Boulevard, before a Bronco game, the whole Federal would be litty, homie. We have tailgates everywhere. We would have tailgates all through the West, homie. All through the Sun Valleys would be tailgates. All through across the street would be tailgates. You know what they did? You know what they did to the West Side right there? They tore all that down. There ain't no more tailgating for Bronco games over there no more. I used to live over there in Sun Valleys, and we used to park foods to tailgate. Not the projects, but the neighborhood right there. Summer nights with the Mile High skyline. Oh, yeah, bro. You couldn't beat that. All nighters, bro. We'd stay out cruising the Boulevard late. And then, we go mac up the honeys, bro, and go have a party at the Midnight Barbecue. Midnight Barbecue, bro. And that's what we sold CDs for Arapahoe Truths, too. So we be out there pushing units. We be out there grinding, hustling. And then we go back and have a midnight barbecue. And when I say midnight barbecue, I'm actually saying a barbecue at midnight. Toasting it with the homies in the summer night in the Mile High City, bruh. Good times, good times. Yeah, and you ain't lying about that either, Mile High, man. The old Mile High Stadium. That was where it was at, bro. You know what I'm saying? South Scanners, bro. And I remember when I was growing up, bro, where my grandpa's house was, you could hear the stadium rumble, homie. You could hear that stadium roar from the Sun Valleys, my homie. You could hear the ground thunder. You talk about thunder, the horse, you could hear that ground thunder. It was rumbling, bro, when game day was on, bro. It's like you don't get that no more, though. You don't get that no more. It's not the same feel. You know, it's not even the same feel with the tailgate, bro. And I go to tailgates still. You know, man, that was priceless, priceless memories. It will always be here, though, my homie. It will always be here. That's why, like, when fools are not from the Denver metro and they try to do these videos and content, they don't really know what goes down in the Denver metro. They don't have the heart of the Denver metro. They just do it for views. They do it for that quick view, just to make some content. Just to make some content about something they don't even know about. And that's why I kind of was upset with it. I kind of was upset, like, bruh, how you gonna put this video out about the city that I'm from, born and raised, and you gonna say all this misguided information, and you didn't tap in with one Denver native to put you up on game, and you gonna make a whole video and go look at the views on it, bro. 100,000 views to everywhere, and all these fools have misconceptions about what Denver's about. You should have tapped in with the Denver Metro and seen what it is and get your information from a real Denver native. Like, that's the thing I had a problem with, bro. Like, you're gonna put a black eye on the city and state that you ain't even the city and state that you're not from. You ain't even been out here. You said it your own self in the videos before you even heard about this case. You didn't even look at Denver at all. I lived on 22nd. Yep, a lot of traffic and people shaking my head. Man, it was going down, Rada. What about the rough? What about the rough, tough, and the dangerous? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Old school memories, my homie. That's why you got to turn up on the channel and shine the light on what's factual. Denver gonna get recognized. Yeah, bro, and that's definitely what I wanted to views go. And that's why I'm trying to get that channel back. I feel like I could do that with this channel. I feel like with this channel I can domino it to that, but it's gonna take hella time, bro, because a lot of people that were tuning into this channel, it was just all sports people, bro. And then it's hard to mix the channels, it's hard to have that genre and that's the face of your channel and then try to do a channel like this because people, there's a lot of haters that are going to try to definitely bring it down. Who's the guy, YouTube's name? They're called Swamp Stories, bro. The video was called When the Crips Burned Down the Hollies. You know what I'm saying? That's basically that's what it was, bro. That's what the title of the thing is. His name's Swamp Stories, though. And he I don't think that he's hating on the Denver Metro. I honestly don't think he's hating on Denver Metro. But what I can tell you is that he didn't really touch bases with the authentic of Denverness, bro. And he put all kinds of information out there. And what he did is he started putting wars with gangs that didn't have nothing to do with the war. And then he put these fools under this label of being from Park Hill, and they're not from Park Hill. So he stirred up a lot of stuff in the comment section because you got a lot of fools like, them fools are not from over here. And then you have fools that are saying factual aspects about Denver Metro. And then you have fools that are arguing with it, outsiders, fools that are not from the Denver Metro. So you have big old controversies in the comment section, and you got people having conversations and talking about politics, which they shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep showing up and doing what you're doing, Seven. We gonna do it, bro. We gonna do it all together, my homies. We gonna grow all together, Denver Metro Riders, bro. We gonna push the line, man. So, it's a beautiful thing, man. We got a lot of stuff coming. I'm gonna start doing a lot of live streams. I'm gonna do interviews on here, and I'm gonna try to grow the aspect of the aspect of what I was doing on the other channel, because the other channel it had a lot of interactions from people, and that's what I love the most. I love to hear people's point of views that are from the city. I love to hear the authenticness from the family that's out there from the city. And there was a lot of requests of videos, bro, and that's what was helping me eat over there because I would be able to answer questions. We'd be able to conversate, bro, and it's a good aspect, man. So we gonna continuously doing it, bro. But I'm actually gonna get some food. I just got from the gym. Your boy hit 350 on that bench press. So I'm feeling good right now, bro. And we gonna continue to push, man. With that being said, I'm gonna tap out actually, man. You know what it is. Y'all have a good day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Success over everything. Mile high salute to the riders, bro. I'll get at y'all. You know what it is. Let's get it.